God instructs that today one should not think, what else could go wrong? Instead, beloved, contemplate in your heart, what else could go right? Rejoice, my beloved, for I am transitioning you from a mindset of error to one of correctness that embodies my timing and my favor. I will cause even your adversaries to be at peace with you. I will transform your most significant errors into opportunities for renewed prosperity. You will falter with empty wallets and ascend with ample resources for the future. The angelic reapers are assigned to your life in this season to manifest the entirety of my favor, blessing, and purpose today. What further outcomes could be favorable? The Father proclaims joy. Rejoice and express joy via laughter and song along the route I have established for you. Your trajectory is advancement, and your trajectory is favor. A novel and vibrant path lies before you now. It is evident before you, yet you fail to grasp the full implications. Do not be afraid. I am advancing you with tranquility and happiness, rather than intellect and insight. The brain seeks all the answers, yet one should affirm inside their heart, I need not possess all the answers. The Father asserts that one need not possess all the answers. I will render what you are unaware of a greater blessing than what you believe you know. My methods differ from yours, and my thoughts surpass your thinking. This is a novel day. This transformation today evolves into a beneficial process, culminating in the new outcome for which you have hoped. God is conveying today that a distinction exists between vacuous mysticism and the closeness to which I have summoned you. Your human spirit is the vessel into which I pour the oil of my presence. You possess the understanding and insight required to progress. Instruct your eyes to be opened and direct your ears to perceive what the Spirit is conveying. The Father asserts that He is neither blind nor deaf, and He has decreed that you will perceive what is to come tomorrow. I will provide you with personal and direct guidance to extricate you from the enemy's trap. The Father states that you have an option. The forthcoming days are not desolate, for my promise envelopes you as a garment of entitlement. Do not dread the actions of others or the challenges presented by circumstances, for as I preside as Lord over the globe, I am demonstrating my sovereignty in the areas of your life where you feel most powerless. Concentrate not on the adversary's threats but on your Father's assurances. Confidence. Repose. The exit plan to your greater purpose is readily apparent, and with faith, you will embrace the privileges I secured for you on the cross. God declares today that you hold a significant position in my affection. The Father declares that His heart toward you is neither indifferent nor distant. I regard you as my adored to such an extent that I sacrificed the entirety of my Son's life to unite us. My objective is to significantly bless you and enhance your life by the principle of, as in heaven, so on earth. The Father asserts that He does not engage in teasing. I stated in my word that I grant the highest heart's desire, and it is this highest heart's desire that is forthcoming in your life. The Father asserts that one should ask broadly, for there exists no instance of a prayer answered in my word that exceeds what I am prepared to do for you. I am capable. I am amenable. Exhibit amenability and adaptability. As you relinquish your life into my hands, I will guide you toward a state of rejuvenation and restoration. Disregard the past. Refrain from looking back. Do not quantify or enumerate the loss of relationships or resources that have been forfeited. My grace in your life is a continually expanding force that provides you with a new vision. I am provision, declares the Father, therefore, do not present me with trivial, unattractive visions. Present me with expansive, exhilarating, and extravagant images that embody your most profound comprehension of the depth of my affection for you and my engagement in your circumstances. You will not be dissatisfied. Esteemed, your most radical notion of my potential actions only serves as the foundation for what I shall accomplish in your life. The angels proclaim today that I am persistently urging you to embrace your identity in Christ. Your identification in Christ is the sole basis through which I acknowledge you and answer your supplications. There is no necessity to revisit the unresolved matters of your failures, as I resolved everything on the cross 2,000 years ago. You are absolved, dear one, your transgressions are erased via the blood poured on your behalf upon the tree. Therefore, forgive, release, and bestow blessings onto yourself with the grace I conferred upon you through the Lamb that was sacrificed before the world's inception. When I behold you, the Father perceives the Lamb. I do not acknowledge previous failures, indiscretions, or misdeeds. I detest sin to such an extent that I eliminated it as your substitute, enabling you to receive my whole favor and blessing. You are cherished, indeed, my cherished one. I assessed your worth and paid the utmost price to reclaim you for myself. Your unity with me constitutes the fundamental truth upon which your connection with me is established. Therefore, discard all deceptive identities. Do not permit the adversary to deprive you of your identity in Christ via distractions that are no longer significant. This is your day of entitlement, purification, and benediction. Henceforth, I liberate you from the retrospective gaze upon the past and elevate you into your period of blessings. Today, God asserts that your identity in Christ serves as your clandestine asset in all of life's challenges. When you grapple with conduct unbefitting a child of God, do not contest the behavior. Instead, invoke your identity in Christ. My influence and authority manifest in your life through your identity rather than your actions. I have summoned you to embody a certain essence, not to perform certain tasks. All change and transformation emanate from your understanding of my essence within you and your identity in my kingdom. You are neither impoverished nor a victim. Release all anger, as it stems from a sense of powerlessness, yet you are far from powerless. I am your source of power and support in any struggle. Invoke your identity in Christ and act as I would in your circumstances. I am not a distant deity. I empathize with your suffering and position myself squarely against the enemy's most formidable attack. The Father declares, I am present. Do not be afraid. Rise and invigorate yourself. Advance and speak with confidence and assurance, for I support your every action as you succeed in embodying the principles of my kingdom. Before the video continues, I request you to help by super thanks for my financial help. Today, God asserts that soldiers do not want salvation, they seek confrontation. The Father urges not to restrain oneself. The arena of struggle against the adversary of your spirit is your inherent domain. I have fortified your spiritual resilience with my strength. Your fate is to achieve triumph and sound the war trumpet with your foot upon the enemy's neck. We continue playing till you achieve victory. There is no retreat nor surrender. One cannot engage in negotiations with the adversary of one's spirit. Compromise is not an option. You are emerging from this ordeal with your testimony unblemished. This is not solely your battle. You are advocating for your friends, loved ones, and those most cherished to you. Only the heavens will comprehend the impact your decision to stand has on the hearts and lives of your loved ones. Exhibit strength and maintain courage. The result was guaranteed even before you recognized that a conflict had commenced. The celestial messengers are en route to deliver the strategic plan. Ensure your statements are clear and your petitions are bold while confronting your opponent. Today, I have prepared a meal abundant with all that is excellent for you in the sight of your adversary. You shall not be vanquished. You will not be denied entry. You shall not fail, for such is not my essence, hence, it is not your destiny. Jesus Christ asserts that you possess significantly greater power than you realize. I have embedded eternity into your heart as an indispensable resource for every obstacle. Utilize the glory I have bestowed upon you today. Expend money extravagantly on your most profound aspirations. Indulge in the opulence of my affection today. The Father proclaims that I have not loved you with a feeble, austere affection. I have bestowed upon you the abundance of my love in its entirety. I have loved you with the utmost intensity of paradise. I have designated you as my beloved to partake in all the blessings of my kingdom. Heaven is devoid of scarcity, hence, there is no deficiency on earth. As you access my abundance, you will recognize it as your fundamental entitlement. Proclaim to yourself and affirm within your heart, I am the cherished. I am the privileged offspring of a benevolent Father. Recognize that it is the Father within you who performs the work. This does not pertain to intricate or perplexing cognitive exercises. My blessing is approaching you and surpassing you. I am poised to surprise you with my benevolence. Focus on my benevolence, for you exist where your focus directs you. Do not allow distractions to divert you from my love today. Reject dread, anxiety, or uncertainty. I am your everything, and I am manifesting in your life today significantly. Angels proclaim that today there are no constraints on your faith, hence, there are no constraints upon you. The limitations you impose on yourself do not accurately reflect your potential. My potential is boundless, consequently, your potential is also boundless. Disregard your age or gender. Do not confine yourself to your financial status or social position. To what extent do you wish to proceed? Inquires the Father. What is your objective? What is the fervent aspiration of your heart? Did I not instill that desire? What is the delay? Take immediate action. My realm lacks scrutiny. You are supposed to be an active participant in my purposes, not merely a bystander, but a contributor to my glory. The Father proclaims it is a new day. Open your eyes. Instruct your eyes to perceive. Instruct your ears to listen. My music permeates the soil, transforming and sculpting your existence towards a new goal. Are you prepared? Avoid focusing on the visible, as the visible is transient and prone to alteration. I reside in the concealed depths of your heart. I am introducing eternity into your temporal and spatial existence for a renewed purpose and enhanced destiny. Do not accept refusal. Discard the erroneous notion and the misguided advice you have received from the illegitimate authority in your life who never possessed my intentions for you. Revitalize yourself. Revitalize yourself and celebrate, for a new day of hope has arrived. God proclaims that today you should allow your heart to be enthralled by my love. Allow your gaze to be captivated by the magnificence with which I inhabit and invigorate you today. Divert your attention from the ordinary and commonplace aspects of existence and be enthralled by my grandeur, which envelopes you like a matrimonial veil of grace, mercy, and power. Be immersed in my presence today. In my presence exists freedom and liberation from all human distractions. Humanity possesses no entitlement to your existence, beloved, for you have been acquired at a cost far more valuable than any other. My plan and purpose will prevail in your life, ensuring the fulfillment of every promise. Seize the promise and relinquish all false burdens. The burdens you bear are unwarranted in your existence. I liberate you from the unjust encumbrances created by humanity. Release it. Place it down. Disengage from the self-assigned obligations about the decisions of others. Your obligation is entirely contained within the directive to unequivocally be the beloved. Do you comprehend this, as spoken by the Father? What if my sole expectation of you is to be my beloved and to comprehend the entirety of my goodness, grace, blessing, and favor? I liberate you today from every undue burden imposed by unlawful authority. God advises against surrendering your thoughts to the adversary today. I have conveyed to you the mentality of the kingdom. The kingdom's mentality is one of governance rather than oppression. Resolve today to conquer the struggle for your attitude until the adversary becomes apprehensive about the expression of victory on your countenance. I have imbued your human essence with the DNA of my being. The Father declares that you possess royal lineage. You are redeemed by the blood of the only born. No day, instant, or fraction of a second of the enemy's tactics will prevail against you. You are summoned to govern. You are fated to govern. Abandon any feelings of helplessness or victimhood. You are not a victim. You are a victor. You triumph over every attack of the malevolent adversary. Have I not instructed your fingers in combat and your hands in warfare? Allow the martial provocations of your conviction to resonate within the encampment of the deceiver. I am poised to unveil his deceit and disclose the foundation of blessings that I have fortified your life with. Rejoice, declares the Father, and recognize that I am the faithful one. You shall partake of the vintage of my blessings in your life, even during this season. Jesus Christ proclaims today that your conflict has concluded. Your conflict concludes as it was resolved 2,000 years ago on the cross. There is no requirement for you to make any effort to claim, by faith, the complete benefits of the cross. This perspective does not stem from religious ideology, rather, it reflects my true identity in my life. The Father states that the cross represents the conflict, while all other actions are only cleanup. Which aspect of the crucifixion necessitates your assistance to effectuate a significant change in your life? Can any human endeavor be incorporated into the work of the cross to actualize your breakthrough? Your assistance is unnecessary. The Father proclaims, enter into the completion of the work. Before the video continues, I request you to help by super thanks for my financial help. On this day, affirm within your heart, the works were completed before the foundation of the world. Proclaim within your heart, this day I embrace the completed work. The Father assures that you will not be excluded. You will not fall short on any measure. The work of the cross has generated a stream of abundant life that is currently influencing your existence. Embrace generosity and accept my abundance today. You will experience the essence of my fidelity. You shall consume the sweetness and partake of my abundance this very day. God asserts that my rest occupies the key position in your existence. You will achieve greater victories by resting in Christ than by merely practicing faith. Faith is a gift manifested by your actions, rather than the reverse. Exercising faith is a religious fallacy. Faith inherently exists and will naturally generate outcomes. Faith resembles a seed that, once sown, possesses the inherent vitality to germinate and yield a harvest for all your necessities. You are a tree situated by the rivers of my spirit, declares the Lord. Establish roots and repose in my provision. Trees do not exert stress or strain to reproduce their species. They elevate their branches towards the sun and embed their roots in the soil, resulting in fruit. Remain anchored in my love today. Ground yourself in the comprehension of my loyalty to fulfill all that I have pledged to be and to accomplish. I am not a man who can deceive, beloved, my word is unwavering. The moment for your harvest has arrived, and your blessing is imminent. Angels proclaim that today you should elevate your voice in the traditional howl. Since antiquity, the howl has consistently been my dwelling, declares the Father. What type of house will you construct for me? Construct for me a home of howl that will reverberate in the depths of hell and instill terror among the forces of darkness. I reside in the howl, and your elevated voice will herald the commencement of transformation, breakthrough, and transition from your current position to the elevated ground I have granted you by my favor. King David of antiquity recognized that the howl summoned my warring presence, resulting in the defeat of his adversaries at the banquet I set for my beloved psalmist in the presence of his foes. Rejoice in singing today. May the new song reside in your vocal expression. Let it be a song that praises your expectations via my efforts. Proclaim the anthem of the now, for the present now is the sole context for executing what you have implored me to accomplish. Engage in hymns and spiritual music, and my presence will be revealed, thoroughly dismantling the barriers and borders established by the adversary against you. Today, God conveys that joy surpasses every form of tension. Your endurance originates from the realm where I reside sovereign within your essence. You were created and developed in the celestial realm to harness my fundamental energies. When fatigued and depleted, tap into the profound reserves of my spirit for rejuvenation. I cannot be exhausted, thus, you cannot be exhausted. I cannot be lessened, so, you cannot be diminished either. Engage with my spirit today and let me encompass and energize you for the next duties. You perceive yourself as occupied, while you are not. You believe you have exhausted your resources, however you have not. You are on the verge of entering a new phase of existence, characterized by heightened activity and efficacy. Do you believe you are anything other than a plain human? You are not simply human, you are a novel creation, an entirely new species. You have been purchased at a cost and liberated from the affliction of exhaustion and depletion. Embrace your new creation identity today, declares the Father, for it is your essence and the mantle of power I have bestowed upon you to surmount every challenge. Angels are conveying today to access the tranquility provided by Christ. Your authentic self is never overwhelmed or stretched beyond your limits. Your true self is unified with me. Your true self is positioned with Christ in celestial realms. The authentic self cannot be disheartened, vanquished, disconcerted, or intimidated in any manner. I am the rock, hence, you are a rock. I am steadfast, consequently, you are steadfast. The Father assures, I am with you, do not fear or be disheartened. Embrace the complete essence of Christ now. Proclaim yourself, I will rise in devotion and descend in conflict. Open your heart, extend the wings of your spirit, and make your journey to the throne. The privileges of the cross await you. The signet ring of my power is accessible. The garment of righteousness. The personnel of my strength. Everything chaos quakes at the notion of a single believer claiming their inheritance and embracing everything that heaven offers. Embrace the role of a true believer today, declares the Father. Embrace my favor and recognize it as the benefit conferred by the blood that was shed in this life. Angels are conveying today to place your trust in me. Allow me to proceed from this point. Allow me to transition you from your current position to my own, even to my throne. Surrender your heart to me, dear, and I will instruct you in the gentle yoke and reveal the light burden. Permit me, even today, to unite you with me, enabling you to experience my tranquility and the simplicity with which I facilitate breakthroughs and transformations in matters for which you had previously lamented and sought my intervention. The Father advises perseverance. The situation is not worse, and the future is not pessimistic. The future is not grim, asserts the Father, for I am present in your future, mocking the schemes of the adversary. He will not succeed. You are the beneficiary of this day's blessings. Can you perceive the sound of heaven intersecting with earth, even your earth? All of heaven channels the resonance of my name towards you and in your favor. Heaven is making contact with earth, beloved. My name is being conveyed to you today. God is conveying today that I am instructing you to laugh with the laughter that I possess. When I laugh, the Father declares, the mountains and hills dissolve like wax, and mountains of hardship transform into a flat expanse. My laughter creates precipitation in arid regions, causing the desert to flourish with vitality. As the psalmist said, he who dwells in the heavens shall laugh. Similarly, I have positioned you in celestial realms to reveal the matters of your life from my viewpoint, specifically from the standpoint of governance and sovereignty.